Morning guys, hello and welcome back to another episode of my travel adventures on Åland Island. Yesterday you saw in the previous episode that I went really far up north, about 45 kilometers, and then I did a nice hike and spent a great time at the Lolo's Cafe by the seaside. And in today's episode I have another adventure planned, but the weather outside is a little bit rainy and sunny, but we'll see how we get there. But first things first, let's get started. So before I forget, let me show you the insights that I'm using to plan my trips. So when I visited the Pommern and the Maritime Museum, I collected this fridge magnet. This is what I collect from every country that I visit. And I really love the ones that have a map on it. So Mariehamn is down here, which is the capital of Åland. And in the last episode I went to Geta, which was in Geta. And today I'm going south. So the plan is to do one direction, north, south, east, west, in one day. And this is a bit bigger map. So Mariehamn is here, that's the capital. As you can see, a lot of tourist attractions and places to see are clustered here. So yesterday I went up north all the way to Geta. This is where I was hiking, and this is where the caves were. And today the plan is to go from here to Nåtö and then Järsö. So this is these are, I think, two other small islands. So there's a nice cafe here, there's a nice nature trail here. So it's gonna be nice and easy, about 10 odd kilometers one way and then back, if the weather permits. As you can see, a bit of a weird weather. It's trying to be a little bit sunny, and then it's also rainy, and then there are like rainy clouds all around. But in a moment I'll decide to leave anyways. The rain slowed down for a little while, so I decided to grab Lola and make use of this opportunity to leave. There, look at these all grey clouds all around. It's gonna keep raining for a while, but yeah, it is what it is. Have to keep exploring. Can't really fixate on the rain and just stay at home, right? In case if you haven't noticed this already, most of these cottage-like structures are painted red here. So I asked the owner of the accommodation what seems to be the reason for this. Is there like a cultural significance, or why is this the case? So aside from the fact that he mentioned that this kind of paint comes from rust and it is mixed with copper and iron, which makes it really cheap to use, and also it protects the wood really well. So that's why they use it quite often. And also because Åland Island has a lot of cultural significance from Sweden, so this is from Swedish influence. So thought of mentioning that in case you didn't know, and it caught my attention. We have a similar color we use in India, but we use it to paint the plant pots. We don't use it so much on the buildings per se, but here is like very common. Most of the, let's say, the boundaries of the houses, the cottage and houses like this, they are all painted red all around. So I wanted to ask and learn about this. Like, there must be a reason. It cannot be so random if it appears all over the island. But yeah, all in all, it's a nice flat road. There's Lola. Added a bit of extra padding on her because after all the hike yesterday, my legs are fine. It's my ass that's hurting. The seat needs a little bit more cushion, so I improvised. And yeah, this is gonna be a nice and easy slow ride. We're gonna soon arrive at a nature trail, and let's see what there is to see. So we are doing a bit of a off-road patch with Lola today. There's no like proper road all of a sudden here, but it's nice. It's not super heavy off-road, so it's nice and easy. So I wanted to get some rest and recover after the expedition from yesterday, and this is just fine. Super simple, and still I'm exploring a new venue down south, so win-win that way. Hello. Spotted a horse farm on the way, so I stopped to say hello to these lovely guys. There's somebody who's also riding in the ring. She's doing without stirrups, It's a heavy duty exercise and your legs hurt a lot afterwards. But yeah, it's fun to see riding culture in Finland and even in Holland. Absolutely love spending time around these horses. So kind. Just standing there, and he's hungry for grass. Going all the way in. Finally, some nice views. Swan with her babies, some geese, some other birds, lakeland kind of feeling, and that's the main route on which I'm biking. There's paved road finally. The views are really nice. Despite the fact it's raining, I don't mind so much. It's kind of drizzling technically. It's not raining like a thunderstorm, but overall it's quite nice to go like this, and I have 3 kilometers of a road like this, so I guess this is how we're doing the island hopping. So these are connecting different islands. The views are amazing. This is such a cool view. There are like these mini islands everywhere, and then there's one there. There are lots of birds, so I suppose this is a nature preserve. There's Lola, and that's the route we're cruising on. There's like islands on both sides, so it's a really lovely view. If only it could stop raining and become sunny for just a bit, but still there's a fresh breeze which I'm enjoying. There's some cottages there, I suppose belongs to them, but yeah, there's like mini islands connected through this road, so we are still technically doing island hopping. So found the first pit stop for the day. It's Nåtö nature preserve, natural trail actually, and it has wooden meadows, and along the way there should be spring flowers, hopefully sakura if they're still in the bloom. So it says it's about 2 to 3.3 kilometer trail. We are here, so hopefully this whole loop goes close to water as well, so we might be able to spot some sakura. I'm gonna leave Lola here, nice and happily parked, and then let's go explore the meadows and see what we have inside. So like in Geta, we had the piles of stones that were supposedly painted. Here you're gonna have these kind of painted poles with nice arrows, which makes it very convenient to find the trail. All this rain and lush greenery is giving me Amazon-like feels, but so far it's very refreshing. Still inside it's not stuffy and humid yet. I think I did like a small segment of this walking route that I showed you in the map in the beginning, and then I ended up at the beginning again. So I came back in to do the rest of the loop because I know for sure it's not going to be so short. So now I see some water in front of me, so this is definitely the segment that I missed in the previous round. So I'm just walking around trying to see what else I can find. Unfortunately, because of so much wind, rain, the sakura season is over. All the sakura trees are no longer blooming. But if I can get some nice views, that would be a bonus. And anyways, the walk in this lush green nature trail with all the fresh air is very refreshing nonetheless. Is left of the sakura, I guess. It's the end of the season, but still better than nothing. Well, that was fun. I'm now taking shelter inside this bus stop that you saw at the beginning of the trail. Gonna try to dry up a little bit. It's been drizzling ever since I got here. Slightly harder than when I was inside. It became slightly stronger. Lola is also inside here with me, resting. So I guess the island in south that I was planning to explore, especially the cafe where I was trying to go, it seemed to be closed and it's only open on weekends apparently. So I'm just gonna take some rest here, look around on the map to see what else is around and where to go next. And then we continue the journey onwards. Hopefully the rain would also calm down in the meantime. So after digging around through the maps and looking for places, it didn't look like there were much to do down south, and the cafe was actually closed, so there wouldn't be anything to eat along the way either. And I was kind of starting to feel hungry. It's almost 1:30 p.m, so time for lunch. So I'm headed back to Mariehamn. In fact, I'm already in Mariehamn. I'm going to the city center, and there is this Thai place that I found, so I'm gonna look for it and then give Thai cuisine a shot, and that will be the lunch for the day. So since it's raining a little heavier, so I'm taking shade under the tree, wait out a couple of minutes, get some rest, and then continue onwards again. Had a really nice Thai lunch. It was nice and spicy to warm me up on a rainy day. Walked to this Galeria, I think it's called. It's a nice shopping mall right next door, since it won't stop raining anyways, and has a nice bunch of cafes here, places to sit. Overall the vibes are quite nice. I'm just walking around. Have nothing to shop per se, but just to warm up a little bit, and then I'll walk back to the accommodation. Was an interesting and small shopping mall. So this is the shopping mall where I was in, and this is the main road. If you're interested in shopping or eating, could consider swinging by here and spending some time. But for the moment, I'm going back to the room, gonna take a nap. So I got back in the room. It has stopped raining for a bit, but it's still very cloudy. It can start raining anytime soon. Anyways, I'm just gonna close the vlog here. There is nothing else that's gonna happen for the day. It's gonna be just rest from here on out. I slept for 2 hours, feels really good now. And I'm just gonna sit here, enjoy my coffee and enjoy the rain from inside the room. And with that, this is Rustic Wanderer signing off. I'll see you again in another episode of the Åland Island Travels. Take care.